Rhino 8 comes with a collection of new features that extend our 3D modeling capabilities. Let's take a quick look at some of the key features in this release. First, we have the shrink wrap command. Shrink wrap creates a watertight mesh around open or closed meshes, NURBS geometry, sub-D, and point clouds. On my screen I've got a staircase, and it's made up of a collection of different parts and layers. If I select all the geometry and type in shrink wrap, I can create this watertight mesh. The target edge length is the resolution of the mesh faces. A larger number will give me a more inaccurate outcome. A smaller number will take longer to process, but it will more finely snap to the geometry I have. We can also offset our shrink wrap by a specified distance. The obvious use case for this is 3D printing, but it's also useful for creating geometry from point clouds, wrapping large geometries for analysis inside Grasshopper, and just generally simplifying complex models with multiple parts. A small but powerful update to the sub-D modeling toolkit is the extra customization of sub-D creases. You can now control the crease strength of your geometry and create better transitions between smooth and hard edges in your model. If you double-click along a sub-D edge and use the sub-D crease command, you can specify specific vertices with a number between 0 and 100, 0 meaning no crease and 100 meaning a full crease, and create a transition between no creases and full creases along your edge. This gives you the ability to create blended creases in your geometry, which can help fade hard edges into soft edges. There are also a collection of handy modeling additions that will make your workflows in Rhino faster and simpler. We can make our C-planes automatically snap to any geometry we select. We can now use the gumball to cut through objects. And we can use the new push-pull command to enable a modeling workflow very similar to that found in SketchUp. Rhino 8 also comes with a large upgrade to the clipping and sectioning tools. We can add section hatches to a geometry cut by a clipping plane. We can change the layer hatch style and add an architectural concrete texture and change the scale, and that'll come through in our clipped section. We can also create section views with the Save Clipping Section Views command. If we go to our layout and add a detail, we can now add this new view, which is the same name as the clipping plane. We can also now adjust the clipping plane to add a custom clipping depth in the distance. You can also create live section drawings with clipping planes. If you use the clipping drawings command and select your clipping plane, you'll be asked to specify a location for your live drawing. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to turn off this hidden layer. And now I've got a live section. So when I go and update the location of my clipping plane, my section will also update as a drawing. Another great new clipping feature is the selective clipping tool. If we create a new clipping plane, we can select it and come up to below Objects Clipped and choose Exclude Selected. We can then choose to exclude layers from the clipping, which gives us greater control over visibility in the clipping plane. There are also updates to rendering, texture mapping, display ports, Grasshopper tools, developer tools, and general Rhino commands. You can see these in more detail over at the new page of the Rhino 8 website.